Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about why affiliate marketing is the best way for the average person in the United States to build true wealth. And in order to discuss this further, we need to talk about the differences between being rich and being wealthy. These are two classes of people that have significant amounts of money in our society. And so we need to define what the difference is between rich and wealthy and why affiliate marketing can make you either one of the two and why you should actually shoot for being wealthy rather than rich. So let's talk about being rich. Rich people have lots of things. So you might think of your average surgeon as a rich person, right? So your surgeon is probably going to have the cars. He's going to have like a Porsche or a Ferrari or something like that, right? Nice car, super nice multi-million-dollar home. He's got a lot of things that are really fancy, nice jewelry, all that kind of stuff. So he's rich, right? He's got the toys, he's got the accessories that make him look wealthy. But really, at the end of the day, he's living from paycheck to paycheck, just like everybody else in the society. And the reason that he is living paycheck to paycheck is because he depends on his salary or whatever his source of income is. This might be a lawyer, might be a doctor, surgeon. Somebody in that category, or small business owner even, can be in this category of rich and have all the accessories and look like they're very well off. But at the end of the day, they're still converting their time to money. Okay, so what's the difference between rich and wealthy? Well, with a wealthy person, they're not looking at their paycheck. Okay, so they don't live paycheck to paycheck anymore. These people are living off the value of their assets. So a lot of the time you'll see somebody who's in the wealthy class will have a lot of assets, and this isn't going to be publicly visible to most people. They're not going to see his multiple rental properties or businesses that he owns when they see him at the gym or at the grocery store or in a restaurant, right? But chances are this wealthy person over here can't afford to have all the nice toys that the rich person has. But at the end of the day, he's not living paycheck to paycheck because his income comes in off of assets that he owns. Let's say, for example, he owns a bunch of real estate, right? So he's got all these houses. Maybe he's got himself a hotel or multiple apartment complexes, right? Generally speaking, to be wealthy, and I'm going to take this from Grant Cardone, he said to be wealthy, you have to have $30 million. And I would agree with that, as with an asterisk on there. I would say if you're wealthy if you have $30 million in net worth on your assets. So that means after you take out all of the debt related to the assets, you have a $30 million net worth. Okay. Over here on the rich side, to be rich, you don't really need to have that much money in comparison. So to be rich, you probably need somewhere close to it, but not quite $1 million a year. We'll just say 1 million per year. All right. So this guy is making $1 million a year, and you're like, oh, that's great, right? But he's spending his money on things like cars, boats, vacations, things like that, right? So his money comes in from his job or his business, whatever, and as fast as it's coming in, it's getting spent. And at the end of the day, if he just quit his job or his income source, whatever, within a short period of time, all these things are going to evaporate because he doesn't have the money to continue the ownership of those since his income stops. Over here on the wealthy side of things, though, he can do whatever he wants with his time because his assets are paying him on a regular basis, and therefore he doesn't need to work a regular schedule. He doesn't have to really do a whole lot to maintain the value of those assets because, especially if you're in real estate, you're going to have property managers and things like that who run the business for you. Maybe you own multiple businesses too, right? So you're going to have your business organization is going to run those businesses, and you're collecting the paycheck as the wealthy person. So now let's talk about why affiliate marketing is so great for putting you in one of these classes and why you should go for this one. If you're an average person right now who's working 40 hours per week and you're making a decent income, even if it's not great, I mean, you could be working minimum wage and this is still going to apply to you just as much as it would to anybody else, okay? But you need to choose which category you're going to go into, because as soon as you start making money with affiliate revenue, it's going to be tempting to start buying nice things. And instead of doing that, I want to point you guys to this direction where you start buying assets. So let's talk about that a little bit. To give you guys an idea of how vast affiliate marketing is, it's probably the fastest growing source of revenue generation in the United States right now. As of last year, affiliate marketing accounted for $113 billion in the US economy in sales. So affiliate marketers made money off of that $113 billion that was generated in sales just in the United States just last year. Right now in the United States, affiliate marketing accounts for 9.4% of all sales across the United States as an economy. And for the average business that actually employs affiliate marketing, between 15 and 20% of all of those companies combined on average, 15 to 20% of all their sales are directly because of affiliate marketing. And like I said, this is drastically growing. The rate of affiliate marketing revenue in America almost doubled during COVID. So that opens up a tremendous avenue for you guys to generate significant amounts of money. So let's say you've been following my program and you've been producing content for a little while and you're signed up for these affiliate companies, okay? Let's say you've been doing this for 1 year. You've been doing affiliate marketing for 1 year. That's great. Okay, so now if you've been following my program or what I have in my books, you're going to be generating some pretty good money. Most of you guys should be generating more than $1,000 per month. We'll just do $1,000 per month. Okay, so if you're generating $1,000 per month, that's $12,000 per year. Now you have a choice with this income. You can do like most people would do and go out and start going on vacations, buying nicer vehicles, maybe buy another house or a nicer house, and that kind of thing, right? And so this is putting you into the rich category because now you have more disposable income and you're able to go out and buy nicer things. If you do this, however, you're not going to be building wealth. And what I want you guys to do is build wealth. So what I suggest, and you're going to need to talk to your CPA in the state that you live in and figure out the best way to model this. But the best way to do this is to have yourself an LLC that your affiliate income is structured underneath and that it gets put into a business account. And then you're going to take that money from the business account and buy assets. So let's say you're 1 year into affiliate marketing, you're making $12,000 per year in commissions, and you have that $12,000 per year that you can invest in something, okay? That might not be much at first. And if you're doing this for a year and you're really putting the work in, you should be making about $10,000 per month or $120,000 per year, okay? But let's just say you're only doing $12,000 per year. Now you have this $12,000 per year, you can go and put that into an asset. So, and like I said, you'll want to talk to your CPA about how to do this and structure it properly for the state that you live in. But you should go out and put this, in my opinion, into an asset that's going to return more money to you. And see, this is one problem I had when I first started out with affiliate marketing. I fell on the bandwagon of, oh, I can go out and have a nice dinner. I can go on a vacation, that kind of thing, right? So I blew a lot of my money. But after a year and a half or 2 years of doing this, I started thinking, well, I have all this money that I can put into something and maybe have an asset. So I turned around and started other businesses. I started 3 total businesses in the first couple of years of being in affiliate marketing because I had the money to spend on stuff. And unfortunately, those didn't work out for me very well because of bad business relationships that I had with my partners. And so I wound up losing a significant amount of money on those business deals. So one thing I would say is I've always been a big fan of real estate, okay? And your home that you live in is not an asset. I hate to break that to you. I think most financial gurus would tell you that it's not an asset. And the reason it's not an asset is because the mortgage depends on you paying it, right? Now, if you were to move out of your home and have it as an Airbnb or as a rental property, you're going to be making more money off of that property than the cost to pay the mortgage. And now that house becomes an asset because it's creating income for you. Somebody's paying off your home and they're by paying the mortgage, and they're putting money into an account at the management company that is paying the cost of maintenance to that home. So the house is being paid off and you're getting some cash flow off that property every year, along with tax incentives for deducting the value of the home over the term of the loan, etc. So like I said, talk to your CPA. So real estate is really a great way to build wealth. Now, let's say you've been doing affiliate marketing for 2 years now, and you finally got that $10,000 per month, which you should have hit a long time before the 2-year mark. And now you're creating $120,000 per year. That's enough money you can go out and put it down on a piece of property as an investment, right? So now you've gone out and you've bought your first property as a real estate investor, and now you've moved from the working class into the investor class. Not completely, but you're starting the transition, okay? And this is where affiliate marketing really drastically gives you leverage to break out of the working class in just a short period of time. See, so now at the end of year 2, you've got $120,000. Let's say you go out and buy a fourplex, right? And let's say, for example, you've been working at Taco Bell making minimum wage or close to minimum wage, and now you've generated a side income making you $10,000 per month. Now, it's very important, in my opinion, that you maintain your day job until you've built enough wealth that you can walk away from it. And that's for a number of reasons. First off is the financing of assets, okay? You're going to have to finance a number of your assets. In fact, probably all of them until you get extremely wealthy. And it's best, in my opinion, and I'm not specialized in this, so I'm not going to go deep into it, but in my opinion, it's best to finance your assets and make the user of your assets pay that mortgage. That way it doesn't cost you anything, but you can buy the asset sooner. So let's say you've taken your second year's income, $120,000, and you put it as a down payment on a fourplex. Let's say that fourplex cost you $500,000 and it's generating $50,000 per year in revenue. And you're still working at Taco Bell making 17 bucks an hour or whatever you make in your state. Okay, so you might say, okay, well, I can't finance the mortgage because I only make $17 an hour. The bank's not going to finance me on a $500,000 home. Well, they will, because now you've got the money down. You're not going to be able to use this as income on your financing program yet. You can show how you got the down payment through the affiliate marketing, but that's not going to be something you can really use to finance yet with, because you haven't been in business long enough as an affiliate marketer generating this kind of revenue. They want to see like 3 years in business before it's easy to get a mortgage using this as your income. And that's one of the reasons why you're going to stay at your day job even after you're generating good income as an affiliate marketer. So now you've gone out and you've found a fourplex, $500,000. It's making $50,000 per year in gross revenue, and you've got $120,000 to put down on it. So now you're financing $350,000. And you'll say, okay, well, the bank's still not going to finance me on $350,000 because I only make 17 bucks an hour. And here's where the cool thing really comes in. And this is how affiliate marketing can leverage you into wealth so fast. You've got the money down from it. You're financing $350,000. You're like, oh, I can't do that. Well, the business is generating $50,000 per year, right? The fourplex is considered a business because it's an investment property. And so the bank can take this $50,000 a year in revenue from the property and add that to your current income. And now you qualify for this mortgage. That's what I did with my first property. My first property I bought was a fourplex. I lived in one of the units and fixed the whole thing up. I bought that fourplex in 2014 for $217,000. It was in horrible condition, and I spent a lot of time putting sweat equity into that property. And since 2014, that property, well, I bought it in 2014 for $217,000, and that property right now is worth around $750,000. Unfortunately, I wound up going through a divorce, and I had to sell that piece of property back in 2017. And so I made a pretty good amount of money at the sale, at closing on that piece of property, but I didn't own that asset anymore. Okay, which is really unfortunate, because you can put that work into the property, and let's say you have the same thing happen to you. You bought a $500,000 fourplex. Let's say the economy slows down a little bit, and in 3 years, now it's worth $800,000. So you've gone in, you put in some sweat equity. You're now by this point, you'd be in year 5. And if you've really been putting the work in, you're generating way more than $10,000 a month. You should be at like $50,000 per month at this point, right? So by year 5, you should be generating $50,000 a month and about $600,000 per year if you're actually following my formula and putting the work in. So the whole time you're going to be going out and buying more properties each year. So by year 5, you should be able to have about 7 properties. Okay, so year 5, you've got 7 fourplexes now. Each of those are generating you income. You've been able to finance each of them because you're putting down payments on each of the properties, and you're using the income from the property to finance that property. So you're doing really good there. But now, with the increase in property values over time, you've gone by 3 years, your property is now worth $800,000. You've only financed $350,000. By now it's going to be paid down a little bit, but we'll just say it's still at $350,000. So you've got $450,000 in equity on this first property that you bought. Now, let's think about this for a little bit, because what you've done is you've gone out, you're still working your day job at Taco Bell 5 years in, you've created this side business, you're not spending any of the money on toys or gadgets, you're still driving your beat up car, going to your dead end job, but you've created this big side revenue machine that is generating you this money that you're using as down payments on assets. So now by year 5, you've got all this money coming in per year, and you're putting that into assets. So let's say you own a minimum of 7 properties. So you're coming close to a valuation right there. If you run off this valuation right here, you're looking at somewhere around $3.5 million of property that you now own. And that's working your dead end job and reinvesting the side income you've made through affiliate marketing into assets and leveraging those assets into more. So now back to this first property, you got $450,000 in equity on that property. You can go out and get a loan, take that equity out or part of it, and go buy 2 more. Use this $450,000 and 2 more properties. So you can see how fast this compounds. Now at the end of year 5, you now own 9 properties at about $4.5 million in total real estate that you own. And you're on your way to this $30 million benchmark for being wealthy. And each of these assets is paying for itself. You're buying more assets each year with the money that you're making off affiliate marketing and investing that into assets which are paying themselves off and at the same time paying you. And you're getting massive tax breaks on these properties because you can deduct the cost and the value of the home over 27 and a half years. Talk to your CPA about that. And so you're getting huge tax breaks on each of these. So since you're reinvesting your money and you're getting the tax breaks, you shouldn't be paying any money in taxes on the income you're earning at Taco Bell or wherever you work and the income that you're making from affiliate marketing, because all of it's getting reinvested into assets. And that is how you build true wealth. When you guys start making this money with affiliate marketing, one of the first things I did is I went out and bought a Ford Raptor. I absolutely love my Ford Raptor. It was my dream truck. I won one for years and years. It was really hard because during COVID, they weren't being manufactured at a very fast rate, and so they were extremely hard to come by. I wound up ordering one from a dealership, and then it got canceled because of parts, and on and on and on. I finally got a hold of one, and I still have that truck. I absolutely love it. I'm looking to upgrade it maybe this year. Hopefully this year I'll get my Raptor R. But my Raptor is a very good truck. It was, at the time, the best one they made. It's got the carbon fiber, the full panel moonroof, all that kind of stuff. I absolutely love that truck. But that was a financial mistake. I should have just kept driving my little Subaru Legacy and reinvesting this money into assets. Instead, I chose to go start additional businesses, and I was working a regular job at the same time when I first started doing affiliate marketing. So trying to start additional businesses, do the affiliate marketing, and work a job was too much on my plate. And that's why I'm saying it's so important for you guys to stay in your day job, at least for the first 5 years, and start building your assets instead of buying things that are going to degrade in value. They're not going to return your money, and they're just going to cost you, and you can't maintain that lifestyle until you move over into being wealthy. So go out there, follow my program. You guys can do it completely for free. Just watch my videos. All of you have hobbies and passions that you're into, and that's why I'm doing a list of 300 hobbies and 5 sub niches for each hobby and posting those videos on YouTube completely for free. You can follow along in the blog on brianduclos.com, and you can get clickable links to affiliate platforms for companies supporting those products. So if you're into bow hunting, there's a link to Cabela's affiliate program in the bow hunting article, for example, right? So I'm doing a lot of the work for you guys, and all you got to do is go out there and start creating content, sign up for the affiliate programs, create your free landing page on solo.to, put your affiliate links on there, and put that link in your bio and your video descriptions and start generating revenue. It's really that easy, guys. You don't have to go pay for a guru. You don't have to pay for my coaching. You don't have to pay for my class. You don't have to buy my books. I'm giving you guys all the information completely for free here on YouTube and on my other social media platforms. And I hope you guys take that and really put some work in and start bettering your life. I would like to see a lot of people move from working their dead-end, no-brainer jobs into becoming wealthy through the information I'm giving out to you guys for free, because it's completely possible. I spent a lot of years trying to figure it out on my own. There weren't very many people that were helpful in teaching stuff that was applicable for what I did on social media at the time. And that's why I'm trying to pass the information on to you guys in a format where it's free information. Yes, you can go buy my books. You can sign up for my class. You can hire me for coaching, whatever you feel you need to do. But really, you can do it completely for free with no guidance other than what I'm putting out on YouTube for free. So make sure you subscribe and follow along. When you see your favorite hobby pop up on that list of 300, make sure you watch that video and read the blog article and sign up for those programs and start doing the content yourself. Because you guys, it's completely possible here in 2025 and going beyond to take yourself from a dead-end job over into being wealthy in just a few short years. Really, by year 10, you should be able to move yourself into the wealthy class through affiliate marketing, by reinvesting the revenue from affiliate marketing into assets and not toys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.